Hello, I'm Liz Maroney. I'm 28 years old and I'm here with my mother, Joyce Maroney, who is a business blogger for the Huffington Post. I'm not a blogger for anyone, anywhere. So,
Oh, I also blog at workforceinstitute.org. You should follow me there.
good plug. So, to start off with this Talk to Me interview, I would appreciate if you would tell me something you've never told me before.
Something I've never told you before.
It's tough because we share a lot.
We do share a lot. I would say something I probably never told you before is that when I was a kid, in addition to wanting to be a doctor, I was also pretty confident that I would become an international spy. So I don't know if I ever told you that before.
I don't think you have. That's an interesting choice. It's an interesting double life
I
there.
would picture myself in my classroom, like, what if a bad man, suddenly broke into the classroom? Like, I would be prepared with my really superior martial arts skills to just, make that problem go away.
The weird thing is I also spent a lot of classroom time thinking about what would happen if a terrible person came in here. It's pretty sure I'd be able to handle it.
Maybe everybody does that. I don't know. Yeah.
But we did it really well.
Yeah.
So what is something you wish you'd known when you were my age, all of 28?
I wish I had known that everything would really turn out okay. I wish I had known that not every little decision I made had momentous impact. By the time I think I met your father pretty close to when I was your age, and which was really a spectacular gift in my life. But I think at your age, I really worried too much about most things as opposed to appreciating things that were pretty awesome in the moment.
Here's a follow-up. Do you think you could have appreciated that lesson when you were 28?
Maybe not, because I felt like I had to prove myself and I had so much to accomplish. At that age, I was in sales, which is incredibly goal-oriented. So I probably would have brushed it off thinking people didn't understand how hard I had to work to accomplish those goals.
Okay. So maybe this is a follow-on then. What would you say has been your greatest challenge in life?
I think my greatest challenge in life that frankly I'm still working on is to separate my sense of my own value from what I achieve, whether that's having, created these really awesome children.
Good job.
Having a great marriage, doing a pretty good job at work. But I think that I still struggle with, especially as I'm, in frankly a pretty late into my career and with retirement a few years away, I need to find a way to think about my life less as the summary of my accomplishments and more about just enjoying being and doing more in service of others, and not so much about look at this great thing I did.
Fair enough. So maybe a slightly easier question then. What's your happiest moment?
I've been really fortunate. I've had a lot of really happy moments. I would say, my first days with each of you children were pretty happy, even after the anesthesia wore off. So I think, getting to see your children that you've carried in your body for the first time and starting that relationship right at that point where you've got this brand new human being that, you need to take care of and you wish the best for, but those are pretty indelible memories for me.
Mm.
Your father's pretty awesome too.
And he is responsible for the two children.
He is responsible for the two children.
Maybe indirectly.
Yes. No, pretty directly, actually.
And that seems like a good point to stop the interview. So thank you so much for...
You're very welcome. I love you, honey.
I love you too, Mom. Bye, Internet.